It had been about 6 months since I was let go. Admittedly, I was kind of relieved at the time. Providing customer service for printer errors is a crappy way to spend 40 hours a week. But it did pay the bills that are now strewn across my kitchen counter, unopened. A smattering of whites, yellows, pinks, and way past due reds. It's not like I haven't been searching. LinkedIn, Indeed, Monster, hell, even Craigslist. At this point, there was only one place I hadn't looked. The newspaper. I honestly wasn't even sure physical papers existed anymore. I thought they only resided behind paywalls that prevent most people, even the ones with jobs, from accessing any valuable information. But I took a walk to the corner store, and lo and behold, there was an old-fashioned newspaper stand just inside the door. And one paper left. Fate. I don't have enough in my checking account to actually pay my bills, beyond rent anyway. But that doesn't mean I should completely deprive myself from all life joys, right? Well, that was my argument for also getting a tall cup of gas station coffee, 2 cream, 1 sugar, along with my paper. It was fuel for my job hunt. Consider it a business expense. When I got home, I sat at my kitchen table and flipped past headlines about incompetent politicians, a divided electorate, an article on the local girls' softball team winning some tournament, and finally landed on the classifieds. There were a lot of call center openings. I've experienced and I could do it again, but I'd probably kill myself. Considering I had no luck online with any attempts to branch into new industries, I thought it'd be smart to stick to customer service. But I wanted to avoid call centers at all costs. That was much easier said than done. I had almost given up when I saw it. It was tiny, no description, just a headline. Wanted. Pet shop clerk. Dial 13 pound. It was clearly a misprint or bullcrap ad. 13 pound? That's not a real phone number. So I flipped to the next page and kept looking. More call center jobs. More call center jobs. A gig washing cars at a company that apparently went out of business the day before the listing was posted, according to the message I got when I called the number in the ad. Babysitting opportunities, no. About 2 hours, many fruitless calls, and a lot of frustration later, I decided to take a walk. I live near the local community college, and it's kind of nice to walk through the small campus and see people who haven't had all their hopes and dreams ripped from them quite yet. So I made my way to the quad. I'd long since finished my coffee, but it was not finished with me, so I made a quick pit stop at the student union. On my way out of the restroom, I noticed the job board. It was mostly filled with part-time work at the college, but then I saw it again. This time, handwritten in elegant cursive on a small slip of red paper. Wanted, pet shop clerk, dial 13 pound. I was convinced it was a prank, and though frustrated and not exactly amused, I was now curious. So I pulled out my phone and punched it in. 13 pound. I just thought, no way. It rang 6 times, and then it went dead. But ringing would have to mean it's a live number, and a live number would mean someone eventually had to be on the other side. So I dialed again. Again, it rang 6 times, and then disconnected. Most people would have called it a day, but most people also have better things to do. I did not. One more time. 6 rings. Hello. A deep voice purred through the other end of the line. They had an accent I couldn't place, almost British, but not quite. Yes. Hi. I'm calling about the clerk position. Of course. When can you start? The voice replied flatly. Oh, I mean, I guess whenever? But I'd like to know more about the job. There is no description in the listing. I wasn't exactly in a position to negotiate or even hesitate, and a perfectly timed text from the bank notifying me that I was overdrawn really underscored the desperation I was trying not to reveal during the call. Consider your first shift an interview. We'll learn everything we need to know about one another then. Can you start tonight? They sounded almost bored. Yes. Yeah. What's the address? A car will pick you up at 8 p.m. The voice hummed. Please wear toes-closed shoes. Goodbye. What? Wait, don't you need to know my... Click. Address? You know, what kind of a pet shop needs a night clerk?